The weather is considerably dry in the nation's capital, Abuja, where we're bringing you the news from African Free Press Television. My name is Leo Oketa with the news updates. The national leadership of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, has criticized President Buhari, saying the portfolios given to some of the ministers did not in any way inspire confidence that the All Progressive Congress APC-led government wants to pursue change. In a statement by its National Publicity Secretary, Chief Olisametu, the PDP, however, urged the ministers to urgently settle down for business and concentrate on the economy. According to the PDP, the present administration has so far played heavily on what it termed dramatizing routine procedures and processes, which was even glaring in the prolonged swearing-in ceremony of the ministers. And barely 1 month to the governorship elections in Bayelsa State, aspirants from various political parties have converged to sign a peace accord to ensure peaceful and credible elections. The signing of the Peace Pact was initiated by the Independent National Electoral Commission in collaboration with United Nations Development Programme UNDP, had heads of security agencies, traditional and religious leaders in attendance. The resident electoral commissioner in the state, Barry Topagi, said the information available to INEC suggested that a number of cloned cards were in circulation in the state, and such cards would not be verified by the smart card reader. An official of the UNDP, Mr. Matthew Aloa, also explained that signing of the peace accord connotes that INEC and the security agents would do everything humanly possible to ensure stakeholders' confidence in the electoral process. And meanwhile, the Senate in Nigeria has commenced an investigation into what it called the abuse and mismanagement of the Treasury single account regime. Bringing a motion on the floor of the Senate on Wednesday, a federal lawmaker, Senator Dino Melaye, raised an alarm that the Treasury single account regime was being abused and mismanaged. The plenary was presided over by Deputy Senate President Mr. Ike Ekweremadu of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, a minority party, as the Senate President Bukola Saraki was at the inauguration of the new ministers. Senator Melaye, a member of the PDP representing a senatorial district in Kogi State, brought up the issue of the single treasury account being implemented by the government. And the National Publicity Secretary of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Chief Olisametu, said the apology credited to the party's National Conference Committee Chairman, Chief Raymond Dokwesi, remained his own personal opinion. Metu made this remark when he spoke with newsmen in Abuja on Wednesday. He said Dokwesi's statement did not in any way represent official position of the PDP, as he was not a member of the party's National Executive Committee. Metu said Dokwesi could only speak in his own personal capacity, adding that his opinion remains personal and did not represent that of the party. On PDP's choice to field former President Goodluck Jonathan in the 2015 presidential race, Metu said the decision was approved by the party's National Working Committee. He added that the decision was also approved by the party's National Executive Council and the party's National Caucus, also adding that the constitution of the party allows a sitting president the chance to exercise his personal rights to run for a second term if he so desires. And members of the Senate Unity Forum SUF, led by the Senators Ahmed Lawan and George Akume, the favored candidates of the All Progressive Congress for the office of the Senate President and Deputy Senate President, respectively, staged a walkout during the plenary sitting on Wednesday, November 11, 2015, over the decision of the Senate President Bukola Saraki to allow Ike Ekweremadu, the Deputy Senate President, to preside over the sitting in his absence. This would be the first time since the inauguration of the 8th Senate that Ekweremadu would preside over the plenary, and was as a result of Saraki's presence at the presidential villa where he attended the inauguration of the new ministers. Of the 60 APC senators in the upper chamber, only 27 remained on their seats, while 40 PDP senators were present. And meanwhile, the country's apex court, the Supreme Court, will today, being Thursday, November 12, 2015, hear the application by Senate President Bukola Saraki seeking to stop his trial at the Code of Conduct Tribunal over charges of false asset declaration. It would be recalled that Saraki had on the 30th of October 2015 failed to give a favorable ruling in a similar application at the Appellate Court, prompting him to approach the Supreme Court. Saraki is challenging the competence of the CCT, the charges they instituted against him, and the jurisdiction of the CCT to try him. South African parliamentary workers have stormed the National Assembly in demand for a change in their performance bonus structure. Hundreds of parliamentary employees have embarked on industrial action over various issues, including the payment of structural bonuses and vetting of staff. These included committee secretaries, content advisors and cleaners, and communication liaisons. And still on the foreign scene, Mexico's drug lord fugitive El Capo Guzman is estimated to have a fortune exceeding $1 billion. He's said to have paid $3 million to escape from a maximum security prison in 2001. Jairo Vasquez, the hitman to former notorious drug lord Pablo Escobar, said El Capo's most recent prison break in July 2015 is estimated to have cost the fugitive $50 million when bribes to prison employees and government officials are included. El Capo made the escape through custom-built tunnel with more than a mile's distance, equipped with ventilation, lighting, a motorcycle belt and rails, and with an exit disguised by an uncompleted building. And in sports, Super Eagles chief coach Sunday Olisa says he does not see the reason for the Nigeria Football Federation (NFF) to introduce the code of conduct for members of the senior national team. Addressing the sporting media in Abuja yesterday, Olisa said he believes that as professional players, the boys know how to behave while in the national team's camp and do not need to be forced into writing an undertaking like school children. Olisa also added he was not responsible for the recent poor ranking of the Super Eagles on the monthly ranking by FIFA because he had barely taken over the national team. Nigeria dropped to 59th in the latest ranking released earlier this month. In the 4 matches he prosecuted, the Super Eagles lost 2-0 to Congo, defeated Guinea 2-0, and drew 1-0 with Tanzania and defeated the Indomitable Lions of Cameroon 3-0. However, Olisa said he was not bothered about the FIFA ranking ahead of the World Cup qualifier against Swaziland because his boys are focused in getting the maximum results from the game. And that's the news for you on African Free Press Television, as edited by Chiadiko Bitasi. For more stories, do log on to our website at www.africanfreepress.com. Follow us on Twitter at African Free Press. Like us on Facebook at African Free Press. Subscribe and read our views at African Free Press Forum, and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well at African Free Press. From me, Leo Ketan, the whole team in the studio this morning, it's a very good morning to you. Do enjoy the rest of your day.